I have a sense that some governments haven't really internalized that you need to admit that your system is functioning at 50 or 60%. So you can't go on pretending that the world hasn't changed. A, because you don't have the same capacity to deliver, and B, because the priorities are different. So take, for example, a country like Chile, which is a country in many ways a high-performing or highly improving country, but it's also a country where it's known that there are very high levels of domestic abuse. Even if you look at Latin America, it's something that they have to deal with. And so it's a place where I have the sense that the government hasn't internalized. They're still putting this pressure on parents now to prepare these kids for the tests and to have this academic focus. I mean, my own sense, my own personal sense is going beyond the survey, is that this is not a very good response. At this time, you should prioritize, first of all, the well-being of the kids. What you don't want to do is to add pressures in homes where there are multiple vulnerabilities and where there is underlying issue of abuse against women or against kids, and just bring them to the brink of more abuse. This would be terrible. So in that place, maybe the thing to do is to relax and to step back and say, okay, how do we support the parents so they can do that? How do we prioritize well-being? How do we tell them, listen, we're not going to administer the test this year? So I would hope that most education authorities will understand that the reality of diminished capacity, the reality of very heterogeneous conditions at home, and the reality that this context is affecting the lives of people. People have lost their jobs in multiple ways, require that we reprioritize what's important. And what's important may be different in Qatar than in Chile, because the contexts are different. But I don't think it's for me to say it should be well-being everywhere. But certainly the response of education authorities shouldn't be causing harm to children or to families.